Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble codes DTCs P0201, P0202, P0203, and P0204 pertain to injector circuit malfunctions in a 2023 Honda Accord. Specifically, P0201 relates to the number 1 cylinder injector, P020 to the number 2 cylinder injector, P020 to the number 3 cylinder injector, and P0204 to the number 4 cylinder injector. These codes indicate that the engine's powertrain control module, or PCM, has detected an abnormality in the injector's operation as it relates to its command signals. The injector is a critical component responsible for delivering fuel to the engine's combustion chambers. If the PCM senses the injector is not behaving as expected, it alerts the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system and stores the corresponding DTC to assist in troubleshooting. This malfunction can significantly affect engine performance, leading to poor fuel efficiency, rough idle, and potentially increased emissions. The errors represented by DTCs P0201, P0202, P0203, and P0204 indicate malfunctions specifically in the injector circuits for cylinders 1 through 4 of the Honda Accord. Each injector is responsible for atomizing fuel into the engine's intake manifold, enabling proper combustion. The PCM, or Powertrain Control Module, plays a crucial role in monitoring the functionality of each injector through control signals emitted from the engine controller. If an injector fails to respond to these signals as expected, the PCM logs a DTC for further investigation. This can lead to rough engine performance or misfiring, which is detrimental to vehicle operation. The injectors are located in the engine bay, typically mounted on the intake manifold, making them accessible for inspection or replacement if necessary. The possible causes for DTCs P0201, P0202, P0203, and P0204 can vary, but typically include a malfunction in the injector itself, issues with the power supply to the injectors, or faults within the PCM. An injector may become stuck or experience internal shorts, disrupting its ability to correctly control fuel flow. Additionally, the power supply circuits, including the injector relay or the connections associated with the major relays, can fail, preventing the injectors from receiving the necessary voltage to perform correctly. Finally, if all tests return normal results and the injectors still do not operate as expected, the PCM may itself be malfunctioning and require replacement. Proper diagnostics will help pinpoint the exact source of failure. The symptoms associated with DTCs P0201 through P0204 can vary, but common issues include engine misfires, reduced fuel efficiency, and rough idling. When an injector fails to operate correctly, it can cause an imbalance in the fuel mixture, leading to misfires as the engine struggles to maintain optimal combustion conditions. Drivers may also notice poor fuel economy, as the engine tries to compensate for the lack of fuel being delivered to the cylinders. Additionally, a rough idle can occur when the vehicle's engine struggles to maintain consistent RPMs due to the irregular fuel delivery resulting from the faulty injectors. Each of these symptoms should prompt further diagnostic checks to identify the specific injector or control circuit involved in the issue. The first step in troubleshooting DTCs P0201, P0202, P0203, and P0204 involves checking whether the engine starts. If the engine does start, the diagnostics can proceed to further inspections of the injector and power supply circuits. Conversely, if the engine fails to start, this indicates a more severe issue, likely related to power supply systems or the PCM itself. In cases where the engine will not start, Mechanics should focus on checking relevant circuits for continuity and functionality. This step is critical as it differentiates between issues purely related to the injector circuits versus broader engine or electrical problems. The next step involves examining the power supply circuits associated with the injectors. Essential checks include inspecting the injector relay, which plays a key role in providing current to the injectors. Mechanics will look for voltage across the injector relay and the supply lines. Testing the control circuits ensures that signals can traverse from the PCM to the injectors effectively. If any of these circuits exhibit power supply failures or shorts, the diagnostics can narrow down the specific component requiring repair or replacement. After confirming power supply checks, the next step is to test the circuits of the PCM and each injector. Mechanics should ensure they have valid continuity between the injector connectors and the PCM. By focusing on conducting specific injector tests for each cylinder's injector, they confirm correct operation and electrode connectivity. Checking for continuity helps identify any breaks or shorts in the wiring, which would contribute to injector circuit malfunctions. If issues are found during these tests, action can be taken to resolve them, whether that involves repairing wiring or replacing defective injectors. The subsequent step in diagnosing these DTCs involves a more detailed inspection of injector performance and internal resistance. Each injector should be tested for appropriate resistance values to confirm they are functioning within specifications. Furthermore, checking for shorts to both ground and power helps ensure that injectors are not experiencing electrical anomalies that would impact performance. Any injector that fails these tests may require replacement or further investigation to correct underlying circuit issues. Mechanics must ensure proper connection and operation to restore the injector system and resolve DTCs effectively. After repairs have been made, a final verification step is necessary to ensure that the initial issues have been resolved. Mechanics should first verify engine performance to make sure that the vehicle operates smoothly without misfires or rough idles. Following this, they will check for the absence of relevant DTCs to confirm that none are present after the systems have been reset. A thorough road test is also prescribed, allowing mechanics to observe engine responsiveness under various conditions. This comprehensive check guarantees that the vehicle is back to optimal functioning and reassures the driver of its reliability. In summary, DTCs P0201, P0202, P0203, and P0204 directly point to injector circuit malfunctions in the 2023 Honda Accord. Understanding the diagnostic steps can significantly aid in identifying the root cause, whether that involves the injector itself, power supply issues, or the PCM. Regular inspections and timely repairs are essential to maintaining vehicle performance and reliability. Effectively addressing these codes through a series of methodical steps can prevent further engine complications and ensure optimal fuel efficiency. Overall, systematic diagnostics contribute greatly to the longevity and performance of the vehicle, safeguarding driver and passenger interests. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.